Hello, everyone. My name is Olantala Lawale Hamid, student ID 4425375, London South Bank University. So I'm using my iPod because my laptop microphone is damaged. We're demonstrating my Power BI analysis and dashboard developed for the data management coursework or developed for my coursework. The aim of the analysis is to explore organizational spending patterns, identify key expense drivers, and examine supplier level expenditure behavior. I will briefly introduce the data model, then walk through task 4A to 4D before demonstrating the integrated dashboard. The data model follows a star schema structure with a central fact table containing transactional spend data connected to dimension table for date, supplier, expense area, and expense type. This structure supports time-based analysis, ranking, and filtering across all visual. Task 4A analyzes monthly total spend over time. This bar and column chart shows how expenditure fluctuates across months, allowing seasonal pattern and peak in spending to be identified. Task 4B compares total spend by expense area across a 2-month period. This visual highlights short-term shifts in spending priority and makes it easy to identify which categories dominate expenditure during a given period. Task Force C ranks top 10 expense areas by total spend for a selected month. As the month selection changes, the ranking updates automatically, revealing upward and downward movement in spending importance. This helps identify how organizational priorities shift over time, or priorities shift over time. So my task 4D, this analysis examines supply expenditure across months time level to understand how spending. The visual displays the cumulative monthly spend for a selected supplier. So this for 4D. Task 4D focuses on supplier level expenditure using a cumulative running total across the year. This visual shows how spend accumulates over time for individual supplier, revealing whether expenditure is consistent or concentrated in specific months. This is particularly useful for identifying supplier dominance and for potential risk concentration. So, Task 5 integrated dashboard. Task 5 integrate all four analyses into a single dashboard to support decision making. The top section contains global slicer, allowing user to constrain context across all visuals simultaneously. The middle section presents high-level spending pattern, combining the monthly trend and 2-month comparison to establish overall financial behavior. The bottom section provides diagnosis insights through expense area ranking and supply spend progression. By integrating these views, the dashboard enables users to move from overview to detail within a single analytical workflow. This dashboard supports interactive exploration, selecting an expense area or supplier filter. The supplier filters the remaining visual, enabling focused investigation without losing context. So now we're talking about my SQL. So I connected my Power BI to my SQL using get data and using my SQL server. Now I'll be demonstrating the SQL server implementation behind my coursework, the staging and the cleaning pipeline, the dimensional star schema, and the 4 stored procedures that generate the analytical output used in my Power BI. The staging tables contains fields like department, entity, date of payment, transaction number. I also include a source file column. This is essential because my dataset comes from multiple months. So I need to track which file each row originated from for auditing and traceability. Each insert maps the source column name to the staging schema. After each insert, I run an update statement to tag any newly inserted row with the correct source file name. These steps ensure that after loading multiple months, I can still group, filter, or validate the data by source file. I also run a quick check, select source file name. This confirms that the rows loaded successfully and attributed correctly. Before building the warehouse, I run some data quality checks on staging data. First, I count null or blank supplier, null amounts, and mixing date. Then I check for negative amounts, which represent refund. I keep this in dataset because they must reduce total spend when aggregated, otherwise supplier total and trend would be incorrect. Then I finally checked for potential duplicates by grouping by transaction number, supplier, and amount, where count is greater than 1. These checks help highlight quality issues before data enters the dimensional model. I load an SME file called suppliersinvalid.xml using open row sets into XML variable, then pass it into a temporary table called valid supplier. This temporary table stores supplier name that should be removed from the dataset. After that, I created a clean table. This table is clean, standardized version of the staging data, and is what I use to populate the dimensional model. I handle withheld supplier. If supplier equals personal expense name withheld, I replace it with my student number 44535. This keep privacy. This protect privacy while still keeping the row analytically valid. So I will run my 4 stored procedures around this first. And I'll run my 4 stored procedures. Here's the first one. So thank you.